Hi everyone, and welcome to today's Kundalini Yoga class for the Navel Center and Elimination. So this class is great to build some abs. So you might be sore in your abs the next day, I'm just warning you. And it's also great to improve elimination and digestion. So we will do a lot of poses that are focused on the navel center. There are a lot of different poses in this kriya. That's why we will only do every pose for about 30 seconds. The traditional kriya asks for 1 to 2 minutes for each pose. So if you feel like it, feel free to continue every pose for 1 to 2 minutes. But let's get started in a seated position. Bring your hands together, and as always we start by rubbing our hands together to create heat, and then bring your hands in front of your heart, and we start tuning in with the mantra Om Namo Gurudev Namo. So inhale through your nose and exhale. Inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Hold the breath. And exhale. Let's get right into it. We start on our backs. And as I said, we will do a lot of ab exercises today. So whenever we are doing something on the back, and if you have issues with your lower back, feel free to bring your hands under your lower back. And if not, you can bring your hands right next to you. And we start with pushing the foot to the front. So it's a little bit like bicycle pose, but it's not round movement. It's really more an alternating push and pull movement. So let's get started. Try to keep your whole spine connected to the mat here, and pull and push. At the beginning this is quite easy, but as we know, this is getting more and more difficult the longer we do it. Keep on going, a few more seconds. And inhale and exhale. Then bring both of your legs down. We continue with a fun pose for the core. Your arms are still next to you, or you can bring them under your lower back. And then we lift both legs up to a 90-degree angle and lower them down. I told you this is going to be fun. Up and down. Up and down. And continue. Almost there. One more. And relax. And then roll over onto your belly. We come to a modified cobra pose, and you have 3 variations how you can get into this pose. So if you're very flexible in your spine, bring your hands under your shoulders and press up to a cobra. If this is too much, bring your hands further in front of the mat and just come to this more gentle lift of your torso. Or you can come to the Sphinx pose where you have your forearms down on the mat. And then we bring one foot up and try to hit your butt with your heel, and we change. So just lifting the feet up. Yes. It's okay if you can't hit your butt. For some people that's easier than for others. Few more. And we rest. Come back to your natural breath. Inhale and exhale. Next pose is my least favorite pose, which is bow pose, where we grab the ankles and then lift your torso and your thighs up and try to roll a little bit back and forth. Yes. And release your feet and make a pillow with your hands and rest for a moment. These are 2 really good poses to have a little pressure onto your belly and stomach area, which is great to help with digestion. Then extend one arm out to the front and roll over onto your back. We continue with rolling back and forth, but this time on the back. So bring your knees into your chest. You can either grab your legs behind your knees or on your knees and start to roll back and forth on your spine here. Few more. And come back laying on your back and relax for a moment. The next pose is also quite intense, so take a moment here to relax. Our next pose is stretch pose, where you again have a couple of variations. So the right way to do it is to lift your shoulders and your torso and your head up a little bit. Bring your arms next to you and then lift your legs up only a little bit. This is variation number 1. If this is too hard for you, you can bring your legs up a little more. This makes it easier to stay in this pose, or you can do one leg at a time. And to make it more fun, we will include a breath of fire to it. So find a variation that works for you, and we get started. Inhale, stretch, and exhale, relax. Whew. Great job. I think that was the most difficult part of the class. There's still a lot of movement coming ahead, but I think the most difficult poses are over. So good job, everyone. Then roll back over onto your belly. And we continue with lockjaw pose. You can bring your hands into a Venus lock, so interlace your hands and then extend your arms to the front, and then we'll lift up the legs and extend them to the back, and then we'll lift up the arms to the front, and we do breath of fire here. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, relax. Maybe shake your booty from left to right here to relax the lower back. And for the next couple of poses, we come up standing. So stand down on your mat, bring your feet together to touch, and then bend over to the right side. Reach your right arm down, but don't touch your leg, and then bend over to the left side. And we continue like this. Inhale, exhale. This is great to shape the core and the torso on the sides. Yes. Inhale, come to center, and exhale. For the next exercise, come to a stand which is hip width apart. Bring your right hand to your heart and extend your left arm out to the side and twist to the left. Then come back to center, switch arms, so left hand comes onto the heart, right hand arm extends, and you twist to the right. And we do this quite quickly. Yes, inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale. You can stay where you are. I just turn to the side that you see it better. Our next pose will be a forward bend, or first a back stretch. So with your inhale, reach your arms up high, interlace your thumbs and reach back as much as you can. And we count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and come forward to a forward bend. Yes. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, come up, interlace the thumbs, reach back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bend forward to a forward bend. Maybe stay here for a moment and enjoy the stretch in your hamstrings and in your lower back. And then sit back down on your mat first. And we lay back down on the back, and we will repeat the pose that we did right at the beginning, where we do the alternating knee lifts. So lay back down on your back, bring your arms next to you or under your lower back, and start your push and pull movement. Another 30 seconds. Yes. Push and pull. And inhale, stretch. Exhale, relax down. Take a moment here before we move into our next fun pose. We stay on the back, and instead of lifting both legs up, this time we only do alternating leg lifts. So lift the right leg up to a 90-degree angle, bring it down, and then the left leg. And let's go. One more on each side. And relax. And then come up to a seated position on your knees. So to walk pose, where you sit on your knees. You can bring your hands on top of each other, on your thighs, and just relax here for a moment and focus on your breath. Slowly open your eyes. We continue with the Sat Kriya, where we bring both of your hands together to touch and then cross the right thumb over the left. Bring your arms over your head and we chant the mantra Sat Nam. So we inhale Sat and pull your belly button in while you chant Sat. And when we chant Nam, relax your belly. So Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Let's get started. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Nam. Inhale and exhale. Bring your arms down next to you. We come to our last pose for today, where you extend your legs in front of you and then you extend your arms parallel to your legs. Make your spine long, relax your shoulders down, and we do breath of fire here. So let's get started. Inhale, hold the breath, and exhale, relax down. Normally we would end with a night's meditation here, but we come right into our final resting pose. Extend your arms and your legs to your sides. Relax your fingers, your ankles and your feet. Take one more deep breath into your belly. Really blow up your belly here. And then exhale through your mouth. Shavasana. can slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Do a full body stretch. Roll over to one side first and then come up to a seated position. Cross your legs in front of you. And we end our practice with the mantra Sat Nam. Rub your hands together and bring them in front of your heart. One inhale and exhale first. And inhale to begin. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Inhale and exhale. Thanks for practicing with me today. Namaste.